YouTube, what is up? It's your boy Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's video I'm going to break down the defense pro player Dez has used to win over $500,000 in Madden 23. I'm going to break down all of his adjustments, his setups, everything you guys need to know about his defense so you can run it too. Now, Dez, he runs dollar base aligned, DB fire 2, and he sends 5. Almost every single play he sends 5. Henry, on the other hand, he runs the Colts playbook on offense, and he basically audibles from bunch to tight almost every play. He likes to play fast, send out almost 5 players on routes. Doesn't really block anybody, although sometimes he will. So Henry's probably the best player in the world right now. He's definitely one of the best offensive players. And Dez, he just puts on a defensive clinic, a masterclass. In this video, you're going to see exactly what I mean. So you guys can see at the last second, Henry's going to block his running back. This is a big play, 4th and 2. And just if you pause the game real quick, and I'm going to pause to show all the adjustments. You guys see with the base line, that means that the outside corners are out wide. What that does is it allows the slot corners to come off the edge. Now, I will say that Dez did pinch his line here, being this is 4th and 2. He didn't want Henry to run the ball, right? But when you pinch the D-line out of DB Fire $2, the blitz doesn't come in as good. The only thing he does is he calls base line, he presses his coverage, and then he makes adjustments from there, which we'll get into. But here he sent 5, and even though this was a cover 2 base, you could see every player except for one was manned up. Squares manned up, X's manned up, circles manned up. So he made a lot of adjustments here, and then he's using peppers over the middle, and he's kind of just trying to act like he might guard X or square, but really you'll see he knows triangle's manned up. I'm sorry, not manned up. He's the one player not manned up. So he comes back to him at the last second, and he's able to get a huge stop. To get a stop there is absolutely crucial, and it's going to set him up for, a lot of success here. Looking for Madden 23 Ultimate Team coins? AOEAH.com is the cheapest and most reliable coins on the market. Click the link in the description and use coupon code SPORTS for 3% off your order. You guys can see again, he got a huge stop. He's pumped up, and now he's on offense. So Henry is going to look to run a lot of man coverage on Dez. The reason for this is in the semifinals, Dez played Kiv, who just completely put him in a box with man coverage out of the nickel 3-3. And Henry's coming into the game with that same game plan. Dez didn't show he could beat it, so Henry's going to try to do the same thing to Dez. And let's see if Dez has answer for man coverage, the 3-3 defense in this video. The nickel 3-3 was tough throughout this whole tournament. A few players used it, but Kiv made him throw like 4 interceptions. But you guys can see here, Dez, he comes back. He shows he's ready for this defense. So what he did there was he had a corner route and 2 slants over the middle. And basically those routes, at the end of the day, he was just using them to kind of like occupy Henry over the middle of the field or maybe get him to break to the corner route. But really the whole time, he wanted to hit that backside post that breaks out and up before it breaks out open over the middle of the field. Great play design there, and he's able to get a touchdown. So he went up 7. You guys can see that was just a great dot right there, wide open. He goes up 7 real fast. Now, for Henry, this is a must-score drive. And let's see how Dez approaches this. So first play, he runs the ball. And one of the biggest things about this defense is you got to make them pinch the line. Because if they pinch the line, the defense doesn't get as much pressure. However, if they're able to just leave everybody rushing with the line spread, as you guys can see here, he didn't have to pinch the line. He's only rushing 4 this play, actually. And this guy's coming super fast because Henry, he's just quick snapping. He's not even trying to set any adjustments to block the blitz. He's just trying to send 5 out and make a read, which is not a good idea. Against dollar, you have to set your protection. So this is a common adjustment I saw Dez doing this whole game. When Henry's in tight, the side of the formation with the tight end opposite the running back, he's keeping a lot of cover too, and then he's dropping the slot corner that's blitzing. He's either blitzing him or dropping him back kind of in the seam to help out against potentially like this guy coming back over the middle or corner route. And on the running back side of the formation, what he's doing here is he has actually the safety rotating into the middle of the field in the 3rd. The corner's dropping back kind of in a deep zone. And then this linebacker, he's sometimes going in the flat, sometimes he's manned up on the running back, and he's kind of just playing over the middle of his user. Let's see how this works. Henry made the correct read there. He saw that corner was dropping out of the flat. He was actually in a deep zone. Looking to become a better Madden player and win more games? Check out sportsgamers.com. I built sportsgamers.com from the ground up to give you the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks, all at the best price, bar none. We have a VIP membership that gives you access to the entire site, every ebook, and every tip we release all year long for only $24.99. Click the link in the description. I've also pinned it in the comments, and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. He just dumps it off in the flat, and that's what he needs to do. He needs to be patient because honestly, Dez has been giving them that, and he gives them that this game multiple times. So let's see what Henry can do here. So you guys can see again, he pinches the line knowing that it's third and short, and he's able to shoot the gap. That is very important because now he's on fourth down. And after seeing something like that as an offensive player, you don't want to run the ball again and risk getting stopped. So let's see what route combo he dials up here. It looks like okay, so I think he's going to go dual wheels here and try to hit him with a high-low over the middle of the field with like a crosser in. All right, so let's pause the game. See, again, he blocks nobody. He knows Dez this time is actually only rushing for 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what Dez did here was very interesting. He went ahead and he kept the flat over here. He manned up circle, right? However, if you all notice, he's got the outside corner on the running back. He manned up the outside corner to the running back, the safety, to this guy. So this guy's essentially unguarded. There's nobody over here, which is why you see Dez sprinting out to that receiver triangle. You guys can see here, Henry might have missed a touchdown, honestly, to that crosser, but he did take the read that was open. That in route did have a little bit of leverage on his defender. Got the first down. But again, look, he's just literally just quick snapping every play, not setting up any protection. He's getting screamed at. He's seeing ghosts right now with this pressure, man. Dez is bringing it every play. Henry needs to slow the game down, block the running back, and ID the mic. You cannot play against Dollar and not set protection. Also, he's still keeping the line spread every play, except for if it's third or fourth and short. Like, you can't let him do that. You guys can see here, he's just pinning his ears back, rushing 5 again. Look, the line spread, both of these slot corners are basically coming free. And Dez is screaming right now. So what he did this play is he basically kept the flat zone. He manned up the inside linebacker to circle, the safety to X. Now, he's been doing this a lot. He's dropping the corner on the running back side to a deep zone so he can rotate the safety on the running back side to the middle of the field, which allows him to then man up all these players, right? So basically, in this situation, he's kind of responsible for the left seam, kind of like if any of these players cut open over the middle. The thing is he didn't put anybody in the flat over here on the left of the screen. Let's see if Henry notices that, and he just didn't take his flat. He tested the middle of the field, which is where the man-ups were, and also his user, he had the flat to the wheel. I'm not sure why he just didn't throw it a quick flat. That was a terrible read by Henry. Henry's playing, honestly, he's making terrible reads. I've honestly never seen Henry play this bad in any of the games I've watched him play. He's playing terrible. He's missing open players. He's not running the ball. He's not trying to block the blitz. I really don't know what he's thinking right now. Honestly, this happens to everybody. I feel like in a big game like this, he came out, he got stopped, and he was kind of pressing because he knows he got ball first and got stopped. And in a big game, that's not ideal. So I feel like he's pressing and he's not taking what's there. He needs to calm down and slow this game down if he's going to come back. But this is going to be tough because Dez has got his foot on the pedal. He's clearly prepared for this 3-3 man defense. The first play, he quick hike the C route. He got it open, quick hike the C route. The next play, he came back to a play action play, which play action does block that 3-3 reasonably well. He had like a crosser, a slant, a whip. Three or four man beaters, and he basically just looked where Henry's user was and went away. Got down on the goal line, ran a dive, and he's up 14. And he's playing flawless on defense. Henry has been on 10 fourth downs already. I think he's got 1 or 2 first downs the whole game. He hasn't got by midfield. This is just domination right now. So let's see if Henry's able to find an answer for what's going on. Because if he, let's remember, Dez gets the ball at half here. So if Henry does not get points here, I mean, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Like I said, I've never seen Henry in a box like this. And looking at the adjustments Dez is putting on the field is pretty impressive. But at the same time, Henry does have people in the flat. He's not attempting to hit them. Again, look. This guy on the flat is open almost every single play. But I don't know if he just doesn't see him. He's really trying to attack with the slant post combo. But the flat is guarded over here. But honestly, the running back side of the formation, the flat is open almost every play. Because what he's doing is, again, he's either keeping cover 2 on the tight end side and manning them up. But on the running back side, literally almost every play I'm seeing, with some exceptions so far, this corner is dropping back in a deep zone. The safety's rotating to inside third. This guy's manned on the running back or in a flat. Normally manned on the running back. And even if he's in a flat, he can't get over there in time. Henry just took off with the quarterback, tried to scramble. I think he's just shook. But again, he's not taking his time to block this blitz the way he should be. Again, look. Dez sends 5. Henry sends everybody out. So he's going to immediately have 2 people coming free. And this time the running back was on the right. So you kind of see the same thing on the running back side. Deep zone, flat, safety's rotating. Then over here, we got cover 2, right? So because of this, he's going to have to guard the middle seam area. And Henry actually did a really nice play design here. He had a Texas route this time out of the backfield, going with this tight end route. This guy's taking away the flat. So Dez has to guard both the running back and the tight end. That's actually a pretty good play design. That's a good read right there. So I do like the play call right there by Henry. We need to see, honestly, he needs to get it together. Now finally he tried to run the ball, which is what I would have been doing this whole time until Dez pinches D-line every single play. I'd run the ball. And he had a hole there. That was just bad run stick. Again, I think Henry's just being really impatient right now. I would just, honestly, on 2nd and 10, I would do the same thing. But once again, look, nope, we're going to just quick snap, but what's been really getting him in trouble here. So again, Dez is doing the same thing. He's got cover 2 over here. This time, he actually sent 5, but he got caught on the DN, which wasn't ideal. But again, we got the deep zone, the flat. So, the corner route is going to be open here if he has time. Let's see if he has time. And nope, he just doesn't have time. The pocket collapses. That's the thing about this blitz. If you're not going to block the blitz, you're going to have to step up in the pocket to even have a second. And if you step up in the pocket, you're stepping up into, probably 3 linemen with a good pass rush, you're going to get sacked. Which, look, again, almost every play there's sacks. Look, 2 people coming free. Again, same adjustments with one exception. This time he did finally keep this guy in a flat zone because, honestly, he probably saw that the flats were open so much. So he's got 2 flats. He's got the running back man, and he still did rotate. The safeties are still kind of rotating. Now, he's going to play the middle. He has to guard a slant and a post. This was a good play design, honestly. By Henry here. Let's see if he's able to make the right read, and he does. He hits the slant over the middle of the field. So it's now 4th and 4. In that type of situation, as Dez, you want to get aggressive and basically just not let him get the ball off for a first down. Henry, you want to get half of the yards back, which he was able to do to set up a 4th and 4. So again, one thing about Dez is on 4th downs and 3rd downs, he's probably going to bring 5 the majority of the time. He actually got pretty aggressive here with sending his 5 because he has the running back man, and it looks like he actually kept this guy in a flat with the deep zone, and then he still has cover 2. So he's over the middle of the field all by himself right here. He's got to guard the whole middle of the field by himself. So Henry, he went with a flat corner street combo, flood basically on the right, and he's coming back with this guy coming over the middle with the tight end on the trail route behind him. It's actually a really good route combo. And Dez actually baited that correctly. He guarded the middle initially to come back to the tight end. He just mistimed his user. But, he played that really, really well. Again, first down, we're sending 5. And you guys can see here, again, kind of the same adjustments. I want to run that back one more time so you guys can see what he just did. Take a look at this. 1st and 10, these were some really nice adjustments. So what he did here is you guys can see, he has this guy rotating to the flat. And then look at his corner. His corner to the middle of the field. And he was able to muddy up those reads enough that Henry was, again, forced to eat a sack. It seems like every play we got the same thing going on. Look. Again, sending the goons. He's actually manned up the right side of the screen. You guys can see, boom, boom. Now, this guy is hitting the flat. That's taken care of. And we got Gronk. He's manned up by, I believe that's Harrison. But again, that's just a nice dot. But you can see the thought process here is send pressure and adjust. He's making different adjustments almost every play. Now, granted, he has been doing, as you guys can see here, one thing he's been doing pretty commonly, I must say, is, again, The running back side, he's trying to take the flat away or the running back away with the Peppers, his linebacker on the running back side, while rotating the safety to the middle and dropping the corner in a deep zone. Now, again, when he does this, if he does not man up the opposite side, he's basically responsible for those players himself if they go over the middle. I would have liked to see Henry just run, honestly, against this defense, flood every play. Because with flood, against this adjustment, you're going to have potentially the corner, potentially the flat, and, if he runs over there, you have the middle of the field wide open. And finally, Henry's stepping up in the pocket, and he's making better reads this drive. So I do like that decision by him to start running some more flood. For a minute there, he was just trying to attack high-low way too much, in my opinion, with posts and slants, and he just wasn't attacking the flat. So let's roll here. So you guys can see Dez got very aggressive here. He actually manned up the corner to the running back and the safety on square. Then he manned up this guy to circle, and again, X. So he only sent 4 here, but that's fine because Henry's been sending out his basically his whole team. He's not blocking anyone the majority of this game. And because he kept trying to hit the running back sometimes at the flat with the corner combo, Dez manned up the corner on the running back. That meant he had to go guard this corner out himself. And he did that. Honestly, though, that might have been a touchdown if Henry had a split second more. And that's just what happens when you don't give yourself time. You have to make rust reads. And with this dollar blitz, it's a hard way to make a living. So again, 3rd and 8. Again, look, he's doing the same kind of thing. He's got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man rush. He's lurking the middle, and he's keeping the cover 2 opposite the running back side again. And that was just a good dot. Henry had to guard the Texas over the middle. Henry sent the Texas route over the middle, and Dez just couldn't get there. So this is 4th down and 1, and in my mind, you got to go for this. But in my mind, this is almost a game, because if you don't get this, Dez can have the ball up 14 after half and right before half, and he went all out man there. He basically had his entire team manned up, sent the pressure. Again, Henry didn't try to block the blitz. That's been the theme all game. Dez is sending 5 very consistently, mixing in 4, and Henry just can't block it. He just can't. And the reason for that is he's not slowing the game down. He's going fast. I've really never seen him try to go this fast again. I feel like he's pressing because he's losing. But if you're Henry here, you've basically, this is the first situation this whole game where you actually have Dez in a spot where he has to drive the whole field. You've kind of given him the ball his first 2 touchdowns with short fields because your offense was so bad. But now he has to basically go the whole field. So let's see if he can do it. And he's kind of slowing the game down. I feel like he's playing conservative, knowing he's up 2 scores. He has ball and he's getting ball at half. Dez definitely should slow the game down. And even if you get a field goal, that's a 3-score game. And a 3-score game at halftime, getting ball, it's almost impossible to lose in that situation unless you just choke. So I kind of like his thought process here. You guys can see I feel like he wants to get a touchdown, but at worst case, he's thinking field goal, and Henry won't get the ball back, which is really, really smart. Because Henry, you can see, he's already pressing. Like I said, he's snapping the ball immediately, 1 or 2 hot routes, no blocking schemes, nothing. And that's why the blitz is coming so fast, is because, honestly, the way Henry's playing, if I'm being real. If you run the ball, make him pitch that D-line, if you set up your protection, the blitz is still good, but it's not going to be this overwhelming. You can't let someone run dollar on you and spread their D-line the whole game is the bottom line. All right, so Dez, 1st and 10, he's just running the ball at this point. He takes his time out. That's good clock management. He's already in field goal range, so, unless a disaster happens, he's going to be up 17 after this drive, minimally, maybe more. As he goes with the out route right there out of flood. He's doing a really good job of mixing in different routes. He's calling different formations. He's running the ball. He's doing everything right, honestly. So here you guys can see his thought process. He tried to hit the C route, but Henry did a good job adjusting the zones over there, so the C route wouldn't be open. Then he kind of just had to check down. Honestly, I'm sure Henry's fine with that because Dez is already in field goal range. That doesn't hurt him. At this point, he's just trying not to give up a touchdown. You almost have to think, unless Dez does something really dumb, he's going to get the field goal. Now, watch 1-on-1 on the left. That read route is a really good high ball in the red zone out of that fade out play. I think Henry probably knew that too. He knew that was coming. You guys see, he kept 2 players over there. I honestly, given you have 1 timeout here, like I guess you can take 1 shot to the end zone, but you got to be careful because, like I said, any points put you up three scores, which is what you want. So like I really do like that. He didn't really have anything, so he didn't force it. He just threw it to the flat. And he's gonna take his 3. So that was really smart. That was impressive game management. Honestly, I'm really impressed by the way he played that. So we're gonna go up into half, and he's gonna be up 3 scores. So we're gonna go ahead and fast forward this to the beginning of the second half, and I'm just gonna skip Henry. Henry did stop Dez, right? So he's gonna get the ball back. I wanted to skip ahead so you guys can see more of Dez playing defense because at this point that's what this video is focused on. So Henry did his job. He needs to score a touchdown here, and let's see what Dez can do. I mean, he's shut Henry out, and we're halfway through the third quarter. To say that's impressive, that would be an understatement to say the least. So first down. Right off the bat, you guys can see we got a 5-yard gain. I mean, as the player who's up 17 points, you're not mad at that because what that's going to do, that's going to kill the clock. You can't come back like that. So Henry's got to, change his approach. He can't just take small gains, but at the same time, he can't rush his play calls either. So let's look. He went with flood. He had a drag over the middle. He blocked his running back finally, which was smart. The corner of the streak, and then kind of like the post. So what he's trying to do is he's anticipating that Dez is probably going to drop this corner back in a deep zone, rotate the inside third. So he's trying to basically make Dez go run with the corner route or hit the corner. And if Dez does not guard the corner, he will. But if he does, he's either going to hit the drag in the flat or the post, whichever one Dez doesn't use her, which was smart. The only problem here was the pressure came too fast. And again, that's because all he did was block the running back. He didn't slide, ID, double team. No, he just blocked the running back, which is not good enough against this defense. Now here, again, pause it. 3rd and 5, Dez sends 5. Henry goes with another very common route combo. Again, it's flood. This time he just sends the running back into the flat so he can have like kind of a little quick slant with the trail route coming right behind. So he's basically making Dez play this route over the middle. And if the flat's not open, he's going to basically make Dez guard square so he can hit X. That's basically what he's trying to do here. You guys can see that Dez actually had the corner out guarded this time. The flat was probably open though. Yeah, the flat was probably open too. But, he did get the first down. So, we're not mad at that. We got to score quickly here, though, for Henry. And is he going to finally run a play from bunch? So, he finally ran a play from bunch, which was another thing I didn't know why he wasn't doing. But when you're playing DB Fire, verticals is one of the best plays in the game to quick snap. Because when someone's sending 5 like this, they have to basically guard the tight end side really themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, you have a crosser, you have a seam, and a wheel. If you send the running back out of the backfield, either on a Texas or a wheel route, there's no way to guard all of those routes yourself. Honestly, he could have hit the wheel. He could have hit the running back. But he tries to throw the fade on the outside. I don't even know. That was not open. He had 2 players open for quick throws. And he's just forcing things at this point. Again, that was just not a good read. There's no other way to put that. Don't know what he was seeing there. But, yeah, I don't know. Just a really bad read. So here, again, he did block the running back this play. And finally, he even max protected. We're getting to the point where someone that likes to send out 5 is max protecting because of how good this pressure is. So you guys can see, again, very common adjustment Dez is doing is this guy's in an outside third on the running back side. Safety's going to the middle. He's keeping the cover 2 over here while rushing 5. And basically all he had to do was bait the middle. But that deep zone almost gave up just a streak. It's very surprising. I honestly don't know why that happened. I guess because the deep zone was coming from baseline, so I guess it wasn't in the best position. But still, that's kind of a weird play. And now, again, he's just back to quick snapping. You guys can see the theme of this drive. When Henry's actually taking some time, set up some protections, taking his time more, he's been able to dot this. But when he's just coming out snapping the ball every play, he's getting screamed at, forcing things, and it's not working out. So 4th and 10, again, this is for the game. So let's see what Dez is doing. He's sending 5. Like, he's definitely trying to send the pressure. And, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming out. What he did is, again, over here, he's got the man up going on the C route. And basically the C route and the streak, they're manned up. He kept zone on the right, and he's kind of using the middle himself. Now let's see what Henry's able to do here. This area of the field is dead. We got 3 defenders to 2 receivers. They're man up. That's not going to be open. The corner out's boxed. Honestly, that was a bad user by Dez. That's the only thing he had to guard there. There was nothing else that could have gotten open. That was really good defense. Just a bad user. Henry kind of got lucky there, but he did step up in the pocket against a 5-man rush. And I want to talk about something. When you run play action and you block the running back, not keep the play action fake, but simply block the running back from a play action play, you can pick up these blitzes way better than just calling a normal passing play and block the running back. See, look, he still did get hummed at, but he had an extra second. So is this going to be an adjustment he's able to make late in the game? It's probably going to be a little bit too late. But calling play action from bunch is working well. And there again, he's finally starting to get a little bit more of a rhythm going. But he likes to be in this tight, and there's really no good play action. There's no play action really from that tight you'd want to run. So that's going to hurt him. He's got to get a touchdown here. You just quick snap verticals. That's a very popular play in the red zone, especially against DB Fire. Kind of got unlucky there to drop that. That was, a good quick throw by him. But he has to get a touchdown here. A field goal, is not going to do much at this point in the game. You need a touchdown. So let's see what he's doing. He's going to send 5 out. 5 out. I don't know about this because when you send 5 out, you have to make such a quick read here. And once again, you guys can see, he just manned up the left side of the screen. He kept this guy, he dropped him back in a deep zone. This guy's in a third, and he's basically guarding these 2 players himself. Scary read right there, because Hendricks, if a good user, can bait you between these 2 routes because he's sitting over there himself. These guys are manned up, so again, that's pretty much dead. What he had here was the wheel route. Let's see if he sees it. Yeah, because see how that defender dropped back in a third? The wheel route was wide open. He made a good read there. He just got unlucky there because the defender was able to break on the ball and got the knockout. But that was wide open. He's been giving that up a lot. He's got that guy against Bunch in the third pretty much every play. Look. He comes right back. That was a really good play. He comes right back to a similar concept where he was able to attack the flat because he knows that Henry knows by now that Dez is putting that corner that should be guarding the flat in a third or a quarter deep zone almost every single play on that side of the formation. And that side of the formation is the bunch side if he's in bunch, the running back side if he's in tight. All right, so now this is interesting. In the red zone, so you guys can see he actually went 3-3 Cub because now it's going to be harder to run the ball. And 3-3 Cub, you can kind of just play coverage D, drop everyone back, rush 3, and it's hard to find anybody open. So let's see what Henry tries to do here. So what Henry's doing is he's basically trying to hit this crosser late, but Dez, kind of recognized that. He sniffed it out. He usered it, so Henry just had to scramble, and he got nothing. So let's see if he can get the ball off here before the fourth quarter. That's actually going to be really big. If he can't get points before the fourth quarter here it's going to be tough. So again, guys, you can kind of see he's got the flat, this guy breaking, and 2 guys over the middle. So both flats, he's got guy breaking to the sideline, the corner, and square and circle are over the middle. He just basically has to pick correctly and get away from Dez's user. And he probably had it there. It's a good play design, but he was able to scramble in, pick up the touchdown. Good play by him. Good play. We can't be mad at that. All right, so this is going to be pretty much the game right here. If Dez is able to put up some points, it's probably going to be a wrap. Let's check it out. Let's see. That was an impressive drive, though. He definitely was making him work the whole drive. He was able to come through the clutch. He could have probably hit the dot there, but at the same time, Brady, he's like 91 speed or so. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. But see, Henry, he's getting killed. Dez has definitely found answers for this blitz, this man coverage. That's a go-to play right there because that whip route, especially if the tight end is the short end elite, which I'm sure he does, is open every play. You got a crosser working with a slant, high-low. You potentially have a poster or a C route. Just too many man beaters on one play. So now, like if you're Dez, you already got stopped once this half. You can't get stopped again. You really can't. So you got to just come out here. You got to get back to your game. Like, you can't play too conservative. And I like this call right here. Bench with the Texas route. Because you know that if he just plays straight up man, that you basically will have the corner routes. But if he zones them out, you can hit either the running back or the outs. So I do like that call. That's one of my favorites. I love running bench personally, sending everybody out against man-to-man blitzes. Because, a lot of times people will set their man blitz up to where their user is responsible for the running back. So if you make them have to be aware of the running back, it just opens up the rest of the field. Because if you block the running back, they essentially get a wild card defender to just kind of adjust with and do whatever they want. I mean, you never want that when you're on defense. When you're on offense, for them to just be able to do whatever. And Dez comes right back. He quick snaps another C route, gets a touchdown, and like when I saw that, I'm like, okay, this game's over. This game's over. But we're gonna stick with one more defensive drive from Dez to show you how smart this guy played on defense. Just again, like, I want to show you guys everything he's doing, so you guys can implement it into your game. Again, he's running $DB Fire 2 the whole game. All he's doing is having his defense on baseline. He's pressing his coverage and he's adjusting. Now, you're seeing that because he's manning up so many defenders, like a lot of times the safety or the linebacker, he has a lot of route KOs on defense. Obviously, you gotta, they're like Carmichael in his outside corner. Like a lot of times they got the zone, they're in zone. But the safeties and the linebacker he doesn't use are on man coverage a lot. He's definitely mixing things up. But if Henry's finally this late in the game figured something out, and he's finally figured out, hey, I need to actually run this play action from bunch and just block the running back. And because you have hot route master, as he sees IDing that outside corner, it actually gives him time. Look, he's actually figured out how to get himself some time. But because he's down so much at this point, is it really going to matter? Probably not. But because he's running play action, blocking the running back, and then IDing the outside corner, he had plenty of time. Let's see if he does it again. If I was him, this is what I mean. If you're going to pass the ball, you got to give yourself time, right? Should have been doing this the whole game. Let's see. Again, look. Now, Dez noticed that. See, Dez finally, he's like, okay, you want to do that? I'm going to rush 3. Drops his whole team in coverage, mans everybody up. See, square, X, circle. I mean, even R1. The whole team is manned up. And that was a laser. Henry got cheated there. That was an absolute laser. Dez basically manned everybody up. Then he was just lurking over the middle. Henry gave him the option to guard the crosser or the route coming back over the middle. He left the crosser open, threw a beam. He just that was a bad break. And then, we're in tight. Dez is heating tight up every play. Quick corner route, but, is it too little too late? We'll see. He's got to get a touchdown here to have any sort of a chance. So freeze it. He's just quick snap verticals here. And this time you guys can see X is manned up. He kept this guy over here. The safeties are over here. There's a flat, and he's going to guard the crosser route. So he's sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, knowing that this guy's going to come free. He probably doesn't have time for this to get by the flat. He's just guard the crosser. Let's see what happens here. And, basically could have been a sack, could have been a pick, incomplete pass, nothing good. So you guys can see what Dez is doing. Really smart. This time he's going to, again, I'm thinking he probably man the tight end up again, and he's going to use her. Let's see. So, no. This time he switched it up. He is going to use her the middle. This time he dropped this guy back. He's got the safety coming down over this man. But it looks like he's going to probably have Peppers dropping here with this guy going back. And he's going to guard the middle he's looking to guard Gronk is what I'm guessing, but let's see. Yeah. So you guys can see here, that's exactly what happened here. He man circle up. He kept this guy dropping back. He had the safety in the middle. This guy was in a third. This guy was in a flat. He's responsible for anything coming from the bunch side over the middle to the one receiver side. That was really good defense. Again, he sent the goons. Again, this guy's coming, and he had made a quick read and threw an absolute laser. That was a laser. he finally was able to hit a big play. And, now Henry has to get a stop. I mean, if he don't get a stop, he really needs a 3-and-out. If he can't get the ball back at the 2-minute warning, the game's over. But that drive played so much better. He finally slowed it down, focused on calling plays that would give him more time and was patient. Only problem is it's way too late in the game for it to matter. If he was doing that all game, this would have, who knows what would have happened. But because he came out so flustered, so fast-paced early in the first half, sending everybody out, quick snapping, no blocking adjustments, he got flooded. He got down so much that really he didn't give himself enough time to just come back with how quickly he got down, which is kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is, to be honest with you. That's just how it turned out this game. But he still has a fighting chance. It's going to be rough. He's got to stop Dez before the 2-minute warning. So he has 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. And what I mean is a 3-and-out, because with his timeouts and the 2-minute warning, the interesting thing is with the 2-minute warning, you could probably just keep all of your timeouts, and because he has to snap the ball here, so you could get the ball back with all your timeouts pretty quickly actually after the 2-minute warning. So that's probably what he's going to try to do. The only thing is with that strategy, if you don't stop him on this series, you lose. You literally lose. So let's see if he's able to do that. You get here, first down, you should be worried about the run. But here you got to know he's going to pass because, even if there's an incomplete pass, it's going to the 2-minute warning anyways. And he just picked up a first down. He threw it to the seam to Michael Irvin, who actually has an X Factor activated. So, I mean, it's just a tough spot to be in if you're Henry. You got to run commit here. You got to start taking your timeouts. Honestly, you really do. I don't know why he's not at this point. I don't know if he's just conceding or what. But either way, this was a masterful game by Dez. I really have never done a video like this, but I had to show you guys what this man was doing to probably, so what I have seen anyways, to this point of the year, the best offensive player in Madden. I mean, he's won so many tournaments, and he damn near shut him out the whole game. I mean, it wasn't until the second half where Henry was able to do anything. So I've never seen someone play better defense. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you like this content, like I said, make sure to support, man. Like the video, comment, all that. And I'll continue to do more of these types of breakdowns where we really get in depth of all the adjustments and the setups and everything, and the play calling and all this advanced stuff that you don't really find many people doing to help y'all become better players. So until next time, it's Duke.